Greetings everyone, this is Hong Long from Hong Long Wuxia, and welcome to another training video. The t-shirt that I'm wearing there, my son told me is the most effeminate piece of clothing that I own. Therefore I decided if I was going to be wearing it in a video, the first one that I should be wearing it in was one where I'm doing Kung Fu, so that I don't collect any false labels. In this video I'll be doing Bagawa. I did some squats, frog jumps, kicks, punches. I go over the Tai Chi 7-star sword form. I go over Chinese broadsword. That one is actually the next video that'll be coming out. It'll be coming out probably tomorrow night or the next day at the latest. I shot that last week. I did the first third of it. I'm going to teach Chinese broadsword to you. It's going to be the longest form that I have taught you. It's longer than the Tai Chi 24. Yeah, it is. Okay, so also on this, I did what else did I do? Green Dragon Baji, or Baji Green Dragon Bagawa. I had, as you can see, because I do the beginning of it like 5-6 times, I kept messing up on the end. I also do a bow staff form in here, and then I believe I finish it up with the Tai Chi 24, which I do a little bit different than normal. I don't go in a straight line to the side, either side. I'm basically just going forward towards the camera. I'm basically doing it to keep inside of the camera, but also demonstrating that there are different ways that you can do it. You don't want to be pedantic with any of this stuff, because one of the main reasons you're learning it is to learn how to fight, and your opponent's not always going to want to be in a certain spot so that you can do it the way that you were constantly training. So you always want to train your forms differently. Either change directions, maybe change hands. You might want to even change up some of the techniques. I mean, if you're doing a technique, I don't know, say you're like 98 pounds and 5'7", straight punches to the face to an opponent who's like twice your size is probably not the technique that you're going to use. Adapt the techniques and stuff that you learn to as efficient as possible. Anyway, let's see, what else did we do here? Oh, I've finally gotten my drone going. I've practiced with it a little bit. I just need to get it hooked up to my phone, so hopefully in the next week or two I'll be having some drone footage for some of these videos. That should be pretty cool. Also, I guess this is for more of a little bit of update of what we're going to be doing next. As far as the hiking and stuff goes, I'm going to be starting to go hiking again. I'm going to go this week, either Wednesday or Thursday, and then next week for sure I will go kayaking. So there will be it's probably going to, because my arm is still a bit screwed up. I'm not sure how well I'm going to be kayaking, so I'll probably go to Lake Mead next week, and then the following, or the next time, I'll go over the Colorado River. I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't done that in like 2 years now, mainly because my arm. It's a bit of a haul when you go on the Colorado River. At Lake Mead, it's not so much. I mean, the furthest you're going to get away from the shore is like an hour, unless I decide to go and paddle out to the dam. And even then, I think that's like a 2-hour paddle from Boulder Beach, which I did a couple of years ago when I first started. So, also, once I get finished streaming finishing the live streams for the Plague Tale, which I believe I'm getting close to doing, we're going to, I will start doing some other things. I've got a few games already lined up. I'm also planning on doing some more some stuff oriented towards news and politics. I also have a couple of ideas for doing some educational things on martial arts. So yeah, I got a busy time lined up for me this summer. Hopefully I can get around to getting everything done because I have, besides doing the video, I have a bunch of other obligations that I have to attend to. But as I've said many a times before, I'm going to try and keep this channel going, so I've got videos coming out at least 5 times a week. I said 3 times a week, which I've kind of stuck to, so now I'm going to try and get it going to 5 times a week. That includes the stream. So let me, some of the longer games that I have, I've gotten that I'm not going to start, that I haven't started Chernobyl Light, which is supposed to be very similar to the Stalker games. That's one. I got a shorter one. It's like Toe Jam and Earl 2. That was like a big Sega game in the 90s that I enjoyed playing. So we'll see how this one goes. What else did I get? I got a Half-Life game. I will not be streaming the one that's in VR. I'm going to do the VR one in VR by myself. Apparently, I've got a really bad lazy eye, and apparently the VR, not apparently, it actually does help to deal with that issue with the lazy eye, because I played a couple of times with it on like 4 or 5 months ago. The one time that I played for like an hour or two, it really, it made a huge difference in just that one time. So, anyway, let's see. Oh, I'm also planning on doing Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. And then, if anybody has any preferences for any of those, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do that one first. If not, I'll bring it out. And then definitely once I finish at least 1 or 2 of those, I'm probably going to get one of those Microsoft Game Passes again, and because they have Wolong Fallen Dynasty on there, and a bunch of other things, so it'll just be cheaper. But I definitely want to. This channel is called Wuxia, so I definitely want to go over. I suck at those kind of games, but I'll give it a shot, and it's a Wuxia, so I'm gonna have to put it on here. Same as with the Romance of Three Kingdoms. Oh, there's another thing that I was planning on doing was doing some like reviews of just not really reviews, but just kind of like reviews and just like what kind of Wuxia films or shows that I like, and even the ones I like, I have lots of criticisms for them, so there'll be like a bit of a review of each of them. Right now I'm reading The Three Kingdoms. I finished the first book. There's 4 of them. It's really long. I have a number of other reading obligations that I have to attend to. I'm actually thinking about doing some just basic reviews of all the books that I'm going through. We'll see. It just depends on how well decent I get at doing the editing on OBS to make it. Here I'm doing the 100 punches, which I haven't done in quite a long time because of the arm. But yeah, it worked out pretty good. I love those cloud formations that we've been here for the last few weeks. Normally out here in Vegas, those skies are blue, and blue. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the lake does with the snowpack melting. And it looks like the rain is picking up. So, our monsoon season starts in like middle of July and goes to like middle of August. It's going to be really interesting to see how wet it is this year. Because for those of you who aren't from Las Vegas or the surrounding environs, we have been going through a drought for literally the last 15, 16 years. The Lake Mead water levels have dropped dramatically. They've actually, there's been a whole big deal about the water rights and stuff like that. California apparently has more right to the Lake Mead water than anyone else. They even have the right to basically take all of Arizona's allocation. And in regards to that, we've got some draconian basically law or regulations passed on the use of the water. We're only allowed to water with sprinklers once a week. They just passed a thing that I saw an ad for where you can only water after like 6 p.m. This is the broadsword that I was talking about that I'll be putting up tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, and interestingly, last week, when I wasn't here, my son was sleeping and someone rang the doorbell. I wasn't expecting anybody, so he didn't answer. 5 minutes later, he hears somebody turns on the water outside. He figures it's just a kid, so he dismisses it. And like 5 minutes later, the water's still going. So he gets up and goes out there. And then there's a guy sitting in a truck. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Well, I'm sampling the water." So my son turns the water off. He's like, "You're not." And apparently the guy got scared and drove off. My son is about 175 pounds dripping wet, so I wound up calling the water company and basically asked them. I called them up on their line to report water waste. It was an hour-long wait. A lot of people must be snitching on their neighbors. Anyway, I called him up and I'm like, "Yeah, this guy, he claimed to be from the water company, said he was taking a sample, but he wasn't." He was sitting in his truck, letting the water run down onto the concrete at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the summertime, at the hottest time of the year. I mean, or hottest time of the day. We're being told that we can't water our freaking gardens or our grass or our trees but once a week and only after 6 p.m. But this guy can come around here and just turn on our water and just let it run. And they were like, "Well, he's not with us, but he could be with any one of these other departments." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? I mean, he's wasting water." You guys are coming up with all these regulations. You guys should at least be following. Anyway, back to this. I'm finishing up with the Tai Chi. As you can see, instead of stepping off to the side, stepping forward, and stepping forward again, and then I'll be stepping back when I do the brush the knee and press. As I said, don't be pedantic when doing these forms. Anyway, that is all I have for the update and all I have to talk about for now. So, as always, if you liked the video, hit the button down below. And if you didn't like the video, hit that button down below. Share and share it with your friends. If you give it a dislike, share it with your enemies. Make sure and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, keep practicing.